All right. Oh my goodness. How's everybody doing again? Yes, this is you talking to King Melvin on a mind tuning show. Yes. I'm here every single Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 to 10 p.m. I'm excited about being on this show. I hope you're all excited about being on the show also. Uh, it's just amazing. Y'all listen to me on Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio. So tell everybody that I'm on the air and I'm doing this live. So yeah, I'm good. I can play this song. Yeah, they don't dig it out. You know what I'm talking about. Email us checking you out. Yeah, you know what checking you out. Tell me what I'm talking about. I'm think I need you about me. Yeah. This is how that song goes. Yeah, just check it out. Baby, yeah. Would I see you watching me? Yeah, that's me, yeah. I want you like you want me, baby. The eyes don't lie, so don't deny you want me to. Like I want you want me, baby. What are we gonna do? Just me and you, baby. We got you. We're gonna go through just me and you. Cause I'm feeling you, like you feeling me. So let's get free. You give me. And I need you, baby. My eyes like the sea, you are beauty and a beauty. Love me the way, accept me, baby. Yeah. I want you like you want me. What you gonna do? Is that really between me? I got you. You touch me, and I touch you. Squeeze me, love me. Don't keep me. I want you like you want me. Don't keep me. Don't tease me, but love me and please me. Oh, baby, I want you. I need you. Oh, baby, I've got to have you, baby. I want you like you want me, baby. Oh, yeah. Just in case y'all didn't know, that was me live. Yes. That's called Baby. So, just in case y'all just tuning in and y'all trying to say, I'm trying to figure out what station is this. You listening to King Melvin on MindTuning, and you're on Brooklyn Station and King and Queen Radio. I'm here every single Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 9 to 10 p.m. And this show is about mind tuning. And I'm going to focus on mind tuning today. See, I created a philosophy called mind tuning. And basically, if your mind is out of tune, your life going to be out of tune. It's just that simple. I always use another analogy. The other analogy is if you have a computer and I don't care how much you spend for the hardware or the software. I don't care how good you are as a computer programmer or operator. If you have damaged software, you're going to get damaged results every single time. So, so what is the solution? See, I don't like to deal that much on the problems. I like to focus on what will be the solutions. That's a good question. I mean, King Melvin, that's a good question. What is the solution? You have to change the software. So if you have damaged software and you're getting damaged results all the time, you have to change the damaged software and create new software without the viruses and the glitches. It's the same thing with the mind. You have to deprogram. Listen, you're going to get a whole lot of new diction and a whole lot of new words. So write them down. You must deprogram before you reprogram. Because if you keep thinking the same way and being the same way and doing the same things, you're going to get the same results every time. So I want you to be really conscious of what I'm saying. If your life, listen, if your life is not the way you want it to be, it's simply this. It means that your mind is out of tune. If you got a life of stress, not happiness, no peace, and you're dealing with poverty, and you got goals and dreams, and you're not happy and you're not healthy, it's simply because your mind is out of tune. And we need to learn, we need to be conscious of that. It's no other reason. I don't care what you heard, I don't care what you read. It's simply that your mind is out of tune. And we need to learn and master how do we get our minds in tune. I'm going to dwell with that. How do you get your mind in tune? First of all, we have to get rid of some limited beliefs. Certain things that we believe, they're just not true. Certain things we believe are limited beliefs, fear, poverty. These are not real. If we think they're real, then they become real. But you need to be clear. As you know the saying, as a man thinketh, so is he or she. We have to change especially our stinking thinking. So how do you tune your mind? That is a good question, King Melvin. How do one choose to tune their mind? Just in case you're all looking for the number and you want to call in and ask questions, you can call in at 718-253-4239. That number again is 718-253-4239. And if you get that, you can call the other number, 718-676-0820. That second number is area code 718-676-0820. So getting back to how do you tune your mind? First of all, we have to get rid of a myth. Our minds, some people think that our minds are supposed to be thinking all the time. You know, some of our parents say, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. Come on now, y'all know y'all remember that one. An idle mind is a devil's workshop. Wrong. The mind is not supposed to be habitual thinking all the time. Some people don't believe that, but I'm here to tell you, this is the facts. You have to be able to meditate. Listen to me. Meditation is a technique that will help you calm your mind down and shut those voices down in your head. All of those conversations, all those thinking, all those thoughts going through your head, it's not supposed to be 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7. It's going to take a minute. 24/7, 24/7, 24/7. You got to shut that bad boy down, because if you don't, you're going to go crazy, crazy. So when you meditate, you're supposed to raise your energy, your vibration, because mind is nothing but vibration and energy. So you need to be able to go into meditation with this following goal: to get to a place in your mind where there's no thought, where there's no chatter in your head, where there's no talking in your mind, where it's just peace. And sometimes the Bible alludes to it, undescribable peace. This is the goal of meditation. Some people have never been to a place in their mind, and some people are afraid to just sit down and be quiet. Some people are afraid to just sit down and shut up and just listen. Don't say nothing, just listen to the quietness, to the stillness. Now, the ego mind wants you to be a habit of thought. It wants to run you ragged with all these thoughts running through your head 24/7. You need to know, you need to be able to shut that mind down and go into a peaceful state. So let me share. The mind tuning meditation is a very interesting technique. Your mom used to have those white cooking clocks, the baking clocks. You get one of those cooking clocks and you set it for 15 or 20 minutes, and it's going to tick, 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 tick. And the goal is for you to concentrate on that ticking. Now your mind gonna be running through all kind of thoughts. Well, I gotta get ready to get to work. I can't be sitting here because a double mind is a quiet mind, or a still mind is a devil's workshop. You're gonna have all kind of thought radiate, but that's all right. That's all right. But you stay listening to that tick, and eventually you're gonna listen to that tick. You're gonna get to a focus degree. And after a while, your mind is going to not say nothing. And you just focus on that tick. And then the alarm's going to go off, but it's still going to be ticking. So that means you still got to concentrate on that ticking so you can tell when the last tick happens. And when that last tick happens, you should be in a state of beautiful peace and beautiful quietness. I'm telling you, you're not going to even want to come out of this state of being. When you tune your mind, you're doing two things. You're raising your vibration up high to the heavens or to the universe. And guess what's up in the heavens and the universe? Some of the best powerful thoughts in the world. Oh, yes. When you raise your antenna, your consciousness in meditation, your energy is high. Our ancestors, spirit, angels, whatever you want to call them, those non-physical beings are looking for those who have their antennas up to give them unbelievable thoughts, great creations, great music, art. That's how you tap in to what I call infinite intelligence. That's where all the goodies are at. So that's how you mind tune. That's the mind tuning meditation technique. And it's going to take practice because your mind has not been used to being quiet and still. And every time you get a chance, just turn the TV off. Just turn the news off. Just turn the music off. Just sit in a room. Just sit in darkness and quiet. Now I know it's a practice because it took me a while because we got all them limited beliefs and them silly beliefs. Scared of the dark because we saw so many of them silly scary movies, and we're scared to sit in the dark, and all kind of scary nonsense go in our head. For us, that's why most of us never want to be still, never want to be quiet, and never want to listen to that still voice within. This is spiritual, powerful spiritual talk I'm giving you right now. Just in case you're saying, where am I getting this powerful knowledge from? You're listening to Mind Tuning, and I'm at Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio. If you want to call in, 718-253-4239. That number again to call in is 718-253-4239. The other number is 718-676-0820. And you're listening to King Melvin, and we're discussing mind tuning. That's what this show is about, mind tuning. So I just want you to also know that if you really want some good clarity, some good readings, you need to make sure at 9 p.m. every Monday, Sister Dubon, she is here, Zena, she's here to give you all kind of good spiritual guidance. So every single Monday at 9 p.m., if you want some good readings, you need to call her. So she's here, and she's the best doing that spiritual reading for you. So I just want to share some updates with you that this show is going to be about mind tuning, teaching people. One thing I can say about the mind tuning philosophy, to give you a little more information about the mind tuning philosophy, I created the mind tuning philosophy. It's basically a conversation. It's one of the most powerful conversations about the human phenomenon. How we tick, why we do the things we do, why certain things are not working for us, how we can create. Listen to this, listen to me. Mind tuning is to teach you how to create, be, do, and have anything you want. Let me say that again. Once you master the technique of the mind tuning philosophy will guarantee that you will be able to be, do, and have anything you want. Because, let me give you a news flash, you're going to hear some terms that I'm going to use that you probably need clarity about. One of the terms I'm going to spend time on this evening is the true knowledge of self. Write that one down. Write it down. The true knowledge of self. And you might say, well, what do you mean about the true knowledge of self? And I have to say, that's a good question too. The true knowledge of self. See, some of us think we know ourselves. We know a portion of we know our personality. We know our name and who society say we should be, and what our education say we should be, and our religion and our sociology say we should be. But we much more than that. Our true identity, listen carefully. You're not just a mere human being. You're not. The true knowledge of self, we are creators. We are gods and goddesses. Listen to me. I know, we're just supposed to be, mere human beings, and we're not able to create anything. And they got this philosophy that somebody's up in the clouds really pulling all the strings. No, 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 no. The facts are you are gods and goddesses. It even says, and I would like this story about Jesus. One time, the Jews was getting ready to stone Jesus. And Jesus said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Y'all getting ready to stone me? Okay, if you're going to stone me, tell me why. And the scholars said, well, you just a man. You call yourself the Son of God. That's blasphemy. And Jesus, with his wisdom, said, whoa, 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 wait a minute. Do you believe in your own Torah, the book? They said, sure, we believe in that. And he was able to show them in their Torah, ye too are gods. Let me say that again. He was able to show the Jews in their Torah the statement saying, ye too are gods. Now you need to hold on to that. You need to hold on to that. And also, in the Bible, now you know you have a lot of people talk. You have the prophets talking, the disciples talking, you have Jesus talking, but there's sometimes when God, when the supreme being is talking. And I remember in Genesis, somewhere it says, listen, let us make man in our image and likeness. Now I'm going to say that again. I know some of y'all heard it, and I know some of y'all know where it's at in the Bible. God said, let us make man in our image and likeness. That don't mean that you just a mere human being. That don't mean that you just very limited with no power. That don't say that you're supposed to be in poverty. That don't say you're supposed to be not being able to create. You are a creator. You just don't know how. Nobody probably taught you how to become a creator. But mind tuning will guarantee to teach you how to be a creator so you can create your world. Listen, just like the Supreme Being created this incredible world, planet Earth, you have the power to create your world exactly the way you want it to be. But you need to be clear. If it's not that way, it's only because you don't have the true knowledge of yourself and you really don't know how to rub. I like to talk about magic. You have everyone to the sound of my voice has a magic genie lamp. Okay? I said it. Everybody has the power to create. You have a genie. You have a genie that's gonna be at your beck and call. This genie, he ain't no little genie that's gonna give you only three corny little wishes. No. This genie that you have within yourself will give you unlimited wishes. Let me say that again. That genie that's within yourself, in your being, is at your beck and call and will give you unlimited wishes. But you have to know how to rub the genie lamp. Just like in Aladdin, you gotta know the rules. You gotta know the rules how to rub the genie lamp. Everybody walking in the sound of my voice have magic. Now, there's two ways to live your life. Now, you can live your life, which I did for a while until I became to this mind tuning consciousness. You can work hard as a mere human being. You can, and listen, don't get me wrong. I ain't got nothing against going to school, working hard, and pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. But doggone it, I mean it's hard. Oh Lord, oh Lord, is it hard? Not hard, but Lord, is it hard? I did it that way. It works. And everybody that worked real hard, most of them, when they work real hard without no fun and constantly pushing that rock up the hill and working them long hours and don't even have fun anymore, can't even enjoy their families because they're working all the time, they usually wind up in the hospital. They usually wind up in the hospital with stress. Now, I'm going to tell you, a lot of people make it working hard. They become wealthy, financially independent, but trust me, their health is usually not so good. I know a whole lot of folks that became wealthy, unbelievable multimillionaires, and they worked hard. As soon as they got wealthy, they didn't live too long because they had all kind of health problems pushing that big rock up the hill. Now, you can do that if you want to, but there is a magic way. Oh, yeah, I said it. There's a magic way. Oh, yes. You need to know that there's some steps. You have to be able to ask, expect, and receive. And see, you can't be into this, I believe. You gotta know this stuff. You can't be just thinking about, well, I believe. No. If you live long enough, you need to know, like Christ said, let me tell you your true knowledge of self. You, I'm going to say it, and I know some of y'all going to fall off the seat. You and God are one. Now, Christ said it so many times, when you see me, you see the Father. You see me, you see the Father. He spoke good, the Queen English. He spoke English very plain. If you see me, you see the Father. So what did that really mean? Ye two are gods. From the sound of my voice, everybody has the power of God within themselves. So we need to be understanding who we are and start acting like gods and goddesses and start creating our world exactly the way we want it to be. Give you a little background about myself. There's nothing special about me. Last time I checked, I had two legs, two arms, and just a regular human being like everybody else. But I was an orphan. My parent got sick and couldn't take care of us, and we went into the orphanage. And then we went into the foster care system, and that foster care system like to toe me up from the floor to from the floor up to the toe up. Had a lot of abuse, a lot of issues, and I went through a lot, just like most people do. I went through the street life and been out there in the world and got in all kind of trouble and trying to find my way like an average human being that just don't know the true knowledge of themselves. But eventually, when I found that there was a philosophy about being a knowledge of self and who I was, that I had the power to create my world. And the key word, another key word I want you to know about, reinventing yourself. If you're not happy, which I wasn't happy about the kind of life I was living and what I was creating. So when I found out that I could recreate my life, that's what I did. I started recreating my life. I started changing what I was thinking, changing what I was eating, changing what I was saying, and changing, the big one, is who I was being. Oh yeah, now you hear the word human being. Human being. You're part human, and you're supposed to be being God. Come on now, let me put those two together. Human being. Oh yes, you are supposed to be being God and human. We are human and we are gods. We are both. And the goal and the key is that you must have the spiritual and the physical become one. Now, I just dropped it. That's the goal. If you just a human being and just doing your physical thing, you are out of tune. The goal is that the spiritual supposed to immerse with the physical. Oh, yes. I get excited about talking about that. I'm going to be talking a lot also about there was an agreement. You used to be non-physical. You used to be all spiritual. And there were some things going on before you took on this physical body and certain agreements that you were supposed to, that you agreed to before you took on these physical bodies. Oh yeah, I said it. Everybody in the sound of my voice was spirit and one with God at one time before you took on your physical body. Let me say that again. But you forgot a lot because you went to sleep. Because when you take on these physical bodies coming from the universe and coming from spirit, you forget because a lot of that consciousness will get in your way of this journey here on physical planet Earth. But I'm here to tell you, these are the agreements you made, that you would come to planet Earth and you would discover life on planet Earth, and you didn't say, I want everything to be sweet, I want everything to be feathered, I want everything to be hunky-dory, I don't want no problems. We didn't say that. We did not say that. We didn't say we want everything on planet Earth to be perfect before we get here. We didn't say that. Because where we was at in heaven or the universe, it was already perfect. So why would we want to leave that? Now, come on, let's be honest. Now, if you get sipping milk and honey every day, and hand angels every day, and the streets paved with gold every day, that's going to get boring. Oh, it's going to get boring. So we decided, said, no, I'm going back to planet Earth and shake it up a little bit and go through the contrast. I don't care. I'm going to take the bitter with the sweet because you need to understand that contrast, so-called badness, is good. Let me say that again. So-called badness is good because when you deal with hardship and it don't kill you, it makes you wiser and it makes you stronger. You might not want to admit it, but if you got a quiet moment, you know I'm already right. And you know gold cannot be gold unless it goes through the fire. Come on, somebody. And a diamond cannot be a diamond unless it goes through pressure. So embrace your so-called badness. Embrace your so-called complications. It's not all of that. And let me give you another news flash. Now I know you're gonna fall out of the chair on this one. It ain't that serious. What? I'm trying to tell you, we're too serious about life. Sometimes we're too serious. Now, I'm not going to say be insensitive, but sometimes we're just too serious. You're talking to King Melvin on the MindTuning show. And if you want to call in, it's 718-253-4239. That number again is 718-676-0820. So call in, and we'll be glad to talk with you about any questions you might. But I think I dropped some serious stuff on y'all. I dropped some serious stuff. So I think I want to give you all an update on some of the stuff I'm doing. I'm a singer-songwriter and a clean comic. So when you come to my shows and you see that I have a bottle of Mr. Clean in my pocket and a sponge and a rag, I mean, don't act like don't get all funny on me and start laughing. I mean, I do clean comedy. So if I do clean comedy, I'm supposed to have a bottle of Mr. Clean and a rag in my pocket. So let me give you one. Let me see if I can give you one. What are these jokes? Did you ever hear the joke about the jump rope? Oh, skip it. Boom, boom, boom. Well, I know you heard the one about the roof. Everybody heard that joke about the roof. It's over your head. Boom, 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 boom. Well, this I know everybody's the famous joke. Yeah, I know you heard the one about the well. You didn't hear the one about the well? Oh, it's too deep for you. Bang, bang, boom. Well, I do clean comedy, and I'm doing a show at the famous Broadway Comedy Club. And that's a Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 10. And that is the famous Broadway Comedy Club. Everybody came out of it. You name any comic that came out of it. So I'm excited about that. So if you want some tickets, please call me at 347-346-3047. Area code 347-346-3047. And I'd love to see you there. And also I'm going to be doing my romantic comedy. Some people do R&B, and I love R&B and soul and all that stuff. But my genre of music is romantic music. I am a hopeless romantic, and I'm going to be singing songs from my romantic CD called "The King Has Finally Arrived." And I'm going to let you hear a little more about some of my songs, and perhaps you might really dig this one also. So this is all original, and I just wanted you to know that it is possible to do anything you want, be, do, and have anything you want. So let me see if I can get a track going here. But you're listening to me on Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio. Oh, yes. Brooklyn Station, King and Queen Radio. This is called Cold Together. Somebody up and leave you. Oh, yeah, this is King Beats by all hands. Everybody's glad to this country around. Check this out. Was a cold night today, when you're up and walked away, and you never came back that day. It's a cold and today. When you're up and off the way, you will never dream that day. Now I'm on the outside looking in. Now I'm on the outside looking in. And I wanna be on the inside with you. I wanna be on the inside with you. It's cold on the outside without you. It's cold on the outside without you. I could have cried a lot when you left me. I could have cried a lot when you left me. You really hurt me, and it hurt me. You really hurt me, and it hurt me. It was a cold winter day when you up and walked away, and I never dreamed of that day. Now I'm on the outside looking in. Now I'm on the outside looking in. And I wanna be on the inside with you. And I wanna be on the inside with you. It's cold on the outside without you. It's cold on the outside without you. You'll cry and cry when you left me. I could have cried and cried when you left me. You really hurt me, and it hurt me. You really hurt me, and it hurt me. I could have cried and cried when you left me. I could have cried and cried when you left me. You really hurt me, and it hurt me. You really, really hurt me, and it hurt me. I could have cried and cried when you left me. You really hurt me, and it hurt me. I hope you enjoyed that. I really did. I enjoyed creating that. And just to let you know a little background about that song, because I always have a little story about the song that I do. I had a relationship. Sometimes we have the best woman or girlfriend in the world, and you do something silly. You become a butthead, and she walks out in your life. That's what that song was really about. I had a very good, wonderful relationship, and me being a jerk, she walked out of my life, and that song came out of that experience. So one thing I do when I write a song, I always narrate, let the people know the stories behind it, and also I sing it a cappella usually, so people be clear about the words. And sometimes I even tell it in story, so that because what sometimes you used to have records, and you would think you were singing the right songs, the right words, and there wasn't the right words until you read the line notes. So I came out of the era of people that sang that had great diction. Nat King Cole, he was one of my favorite artists. And every time he said something, you understood every word that he said in a song. And Johnny Mathis was like that. They had perfect diction and perfect phrasing. And Oh, Blue Eyes is one of my favorite too. Frank Sinatra had perfect uh, phrasing also. And phrasing, I think, is important to so you can hit every word, especially if the words are very meaningful. So that was a cold winter day, and I I really enjoyed creating that. I also you're going to hear me talk about a term that I talk about co-creating. Listen to that word co-creating. That means you bring your spiritual consciousness to a certain degree through practice of meditation that you start co-creating with God. Another way of saying you start co-creating with the God, spiritual God within you, connecting with the sources of the universe. See, this is what happens. Like most people, if they doing something great, they know how to contact, move, tap in to the universe, tap into unlimited intelligence. So when you get a practice of mind tuning, you will be able, like the computers can download, you'll be able to download infinite intelligence. And another way of saying infinite intelligence, you'll be able to tap into the ancestors. All of the ancestors, listen, all of the ancestors have a job where they get rid of their physical and move on because there's no such thing as death. I want to talk to you about that too. They just move on to the transformation and their spirit. They're still here with us, but we're on a different frequency. And if you don't tune yourself to their frequency, they can't help you. And they're there to really guide us and to really help us and give us a lot of great information. And this is how a lot of people, you might hear people do something miraculous or something extraordinary, or they come up with an incredible song, or they build something or invent something. That's the ancestors being that they're so, they raise their antenna up through meditation and spiritual practices, they are open like a receiver, and the ancestors can give it to them. So this is what mind tuning teaches you to do, to be able to raise your vibrations high enough to get on the right channel where the ancestors are always trying to help us and guide us. But if you're on a lower frequency and a lower level and you're just doing physical stuff, just living through your five senses, you can't connect to the infinite intelligence. You can't have your window open so they can give you these blessings. So I want you to really think about building your mind and your spirituality so that you could be on a frequency so you can have all these miracles happen for you. Well, talking a little more about mind tuning, um, this is the frequency you have to work on mastering. I like the way Jesus said. He said, be in the world, but not of the world. In other words, you have to, once you gear your mind to thinking on a certain wavelength, that means you have to practice being on a frequency of happiness, joy, love, and peace. I'm going to say that again. You always supposed to be on a frequency of happiness, joy, love, and peace. If you can master staying on that frequency, all of the goodies can happen for you. Because when you're on that frequency, your window is open. And all of the ancestors, the angels, whatever you want to call them, because they do have a job. Once they leave physical and go to non-physical, they become spirits, and their job is to help you and guide you to all of the great things, your goals and dreams, and they can lead you on the right paths. So please work on tuning your mind, because if you're not on happiness, love, joy, and peace, if you're not on that channel, on that frequency, here it goes. I'm sorry to give you bad news. You're just simply out of tune. If you mean and you angry and you got resentment all the time and you are worried and stressed out, you're out of tune, and that wrecks your health. And it makes sense to try to go for that goal, because if you're not on happiness, love, joy, and peace, you can get sick by worrying and staying stressed out. But it takes practice. Listen, I was a mere human being just like some of you guys. But I evolved. Once the inner being, the inner God, taught me the true knowledge of self, that I am a God. And I'm supposed to, my spiritual self and my physical self was supposed to become one. Now, Jesus was probably one of the best examples of how to be God in the flesh. Jesus kept saying, he was one of the best examples. And when he said, when you saw me, you saw the Father. I and the Father are one. And all those great miracles that Jesus was doing, he was letting us know that it's all possible for us also. I know some people say Jesus was the only special one. No, he wasn't the only special one. He came with a mission as an example to show us how it's done. And also with mind tuning, I'm teaching the oneness philosophy. The oneness philosophy is a concept that I want to share with you. Because, see, the oneness philosophy is going to help us get rid of the asinine, ridiculous racism. Let me say that again. Racism is ridiculous. It's so silly, it's asinine. Because if you understand the oneness philosophy, which means I am you and you are me. Let me say that again. These are some new terms that I hope you all are writing this down or recording it, because this is a new term that I want you to really understand. The oneness philosophy means I am you and you are me. We are one and the same. Now I'm going to elaborate on that a bit. In other words, you're supposed to treat your brother like you want to treat yourself. You want the others as you would like done unto you. That's the philosophy. If you disrespect anybody, you're disrespecting yourself. Now the illusion is, no, that I ain't them. They're not me. If you're under the illusion that person is separate from you and you are not them and they're not you, you're losing it. You're missing it. Because now we all know nobody has my fingerprint. Nobody has your fingerprint. But in the big scheme of things, I am you and you are me. So if I hate you, I'm really hating myself. I always tell this story. Mother Nature and God got together and they populated the earth. They had all these children called human beings. Now, when you really understand that, if you call yourself a human being, every last one of us on the planet Earth are brothers and sisters. Period. If you are a human being, that we're all related. So we need to understand black racism is just as bad as white racism. And let me tell you newsflash, God ain't got nothing to do with that. God ain't got nothing to do. Anything that separates us, anything, that ain't from God, because God is nothing but harmony and oneness. Let me say that again. Anything from racism to skin color or money that separates us, that is not from God. See, man created a lot of concepts, and we get caught up in a lot of man's concepts, and we want to blame it on God or no. And you need to understand the oneness philosophy. Give you a good example. When God was creating man and woman, he gave everybody special gifts. Only gifts that you could bring into the world. Nobody else. Nobody else could bring your gift in the world but you. Now, you might have the gift of curing cancer. And if I'm angry at you, I'm racist against you, and I don't protect you and look out for you like I'm going to look out for myself, the whole community lose, because if we don't protect you, we just lost the cure for cancer. So what I'm saying, Every one of us in the sound of my voice, even that man or woman that's under the bridge, they got a gift. And everybody is God. If they under the bridge, they still God. If they living in a mansion, they still God. If they not, every last one of us walking around here is God in different expressions. Let me say that again. Every human being walking on the planet Earth is a God and a goddess in different expressions. So we must, if we don't respect each other, it's just, look how silly this sounds. Say, for instance, you was in your mirror in your reflection in your room by yourself, and a third party was in the next room and can see you, but you didn't know they could see you. You cussing out your reflection in the mirror. You just going into a storm. You cussing out your reflection like you would not believe. And that third party is looking at you that you don't even know is looking at you saying, that person is crazy. How they going to be cursing out themselves? So when you be nasty to another person and you are angry and fighting another person or want to go there, you might as well be crazy in the mirror cussing out your own reflection, your own self. We got to raise our consciousness and do better with each other. If we're going to be human beings, remember, more binds us than separates us. I'm going to say that again. We got more in harmony with us than separates us. So please, let's think about these things. I'm not the smartest guy in the drawer or the smartest knife in the drawer, but I do know if you let your Holy Spirit or source of your inner being teach you, infinite intelligence knows all things. Don't get it twisted. Now, I ain't got nothing against Harvard, Yale, higher education, all of the major black colleges. I ain't got nothing against higher education. But I'm going to tell you, if you stack it up against infinite intelligence, it is no match. It is no match. So learn how to do both. How to have your spiritual working in harmony with your physical. Now, just in case you say, just turn this radio on, what powerful information is this? This is Mind Tuning, and you're listening to King Melvin. I'm the founder and the guru of the Mind Tuning philosophy, and you're listening to me on Brooklyn Station and King and Queen Radio. The telephone number to get into the studio is 718-253-4239. That number again is 718-253-4239. That other number is 718-376-0820. That other number, 718-676-0820. And don't forget, if you really want a good reading, every Monday at 9 p.m., Sister Zena is here to help you get some clarity around your spirituality. Every Monday, and she's unbelievable. So please call in on her show at 9 p.m. every Monday. Yes, I think it's probably a wonderful time to let you know that I'm creating a new television show, and it's going to be called Teenagers. Oh yeah, don't use that word. I'm warning you. I got my legal eagles all over that. You're going to get sued. We got the copyright. We got the patent. Don't go there. Teenagers slash we still got it. And it's going to be dedicated to seniors, everybody 55 and older, and to let the young people know, we ain't got nothing against the young people. We love you to death, but we got some teenagers that still got it. And we're going to be focusing with them on TV and seniors, teenagers have so much to give to our society, especially the baby boomers, in the 50s and 60s and 70s. We came up to some very good music. We came up to some very good historical times, and some of the young people wasn't around. So we're going to let everybody know what the teenagers know and share our knowledge and our experience of us being in the world and being on the planet. Because if you really look at all of the TV programs, they don't use seniors that much. So we're going to change that, and we're going to make sure that the teenagers get some recognition and share their value, because teenagers have a lot of value to add to society. And it's going to be very interesting because a lot of young people just don't, he wasn't around for the civil rights. We're going to have people come in and talk about what that experience was. Uh, when Kennedy got it, all kind of things. We were here when Martin Luther King and John F. Kennedy. We were here. The Beatles dropped down. It was. I mean, we came. Woodstock. Jimi Hendrix. We were here, so and we don't want to let that legacy fade out. So that TV special TV show is going to be June the 30th, and it's going to be shot live at the Port Authority in Manhattan, New York. So if you want to be a special guest on that show, you need to call in, and the lucky caller is going to be a guest on this new TV show called Teenagers slash We Still Got It. That's June the 30th. It's going to be in the Port Authority, and it's going to be very, very powerful. So you're not going to want to miss that. And also, we have opportunities here. If you're really interested in becoming a salesperson to sell advertisement, you need to call me. We're going to create some advertising executives. You'll be able to sell for radio and for magazine and soon to be television. So if you're interested in that kind of opportunity, and we're looking for trained graphic artists. We don't have enough graphic artists, so we have a great school getting ready to come up to train some graphic artists. For those opportunities, you need to call me at area code 347-346-3047. That number again for these opportunities are 347-346-3047. And I'm King Melvin on the Mind Tuning Show. And my sponsor is New York Global Biz Magazine. It's a world trend magazine, and it's just focused on the trends globally around the world. So I thank them for sponsoring and King and Queen Radio. I thank them for being great sponsors. And if you want to be a sponsor, you need to call me 347-346-3047. Area code 347-346-3047. Shout out to my sister Queen Barbara. What's going on, girlie? Yeah, just also, and shout out to Prince Akeem. Yeah, Prince Akeem. Yes, just want y'all to know that we are doing some great things. Brother and Sister Production is back out there, writing, singing songwriters. I'm a singer-songwriter. We belong to the Screen Actors Guild. We just covered, with the magazine, we became reporters. So we went and covered the Al Sharpton last week, the convention. It was incredible. We met Rashida Jones, the head of NBC, and she's just we're very proud of her. She's the first black woman to actually run, MSNBC, and we're very proud of her. And our issue about the magazine is going to be the first. Everybody that did something the first, they're going to be in that issue. So if anybody needs any kind of training, give us a call. But you are listening to Mind Tuning. It's the Mind Tuning radio show, and you're listening to King Melvin. And I am excited to talk to you about mind tuning. And also, I'm going to share with you that if you don't know the knowledge of self, you need to find out because we're more than just mere human beings. We are gods and goddesses. So think about that. Think about that because it is a powerful concept. And I'm available to teach mind tuning. And again, mind tuning is a conversation, a transformational conversation, one of the most powerful conversations to transform your life the way you want it to be. If you're not happy the way your life is unfolding for you, you just need to be able to recreate yourself. I did it from an orphanage, from an orphan to a foster care child to a runaway. I was able to transform my life to a successful person in society now, and we're glad to share that with you. Getting ready to set up an agency called King Melvin and Queen Barbara children, and all the we're going to create a nonprofit organization so that we'll be able to help the runaways and orphans and the foster care kids, because that's what we came out of. We foster care children, and we know the problems that you may be facing. We know the shame of being a foster care kid or adopted or an orphan. We know how that is. So we're here to help, to be able to transform and let you know some of the greatest people in New York City came out of these systems and they became successful. So it's all possible. So don't feel bad if you're an orphan or runaway or you're a foster care kid. There's hope. You need to call me, 347-346-3047. That number again, to get some mind tuning, because that's all you need, just to tune up your mind, 347-346-3047. So talking about, going back to mind tuning, the truth about life and death. You know, sometimes we have a distorted, we call it limited beliefs. If you got limited beliefs about death, I remember Malcolm said one time, if you're scared to die, you're not going to be able to live. You hear that? Malcolm once said, whoever's scared to die, they are afraid to live. We should not be afraid. Death is no such thing as death. And I'm really talking about death because death get a bad rap. I mean, when we were coming up, they had all kind of scary boogeymen about death and dying. So here we are grown, and we still afraid of something very natural. There's no such thing as death. It's just a transformation. You didn't, when you came here and you was born, you didn't even know about that experience. Next thing you know, you was here and you was conscious. It's the same thing going out of here. So I want to just elaborate on that. Death is not this, goblin's going to come and grab you and you're going to have a guy with, I mean, just think about this. A guy that's on the hot sauce bottle, with a red suit on and a pitchfork. I mean, come on, really? Come now, here we are. Here I'm 69 years old, and if I got to believe that, I might as well believe in the tooth fairy and also, yes. All right, we're going to wind this up because I did not know time was flying so fast like this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just in case y'all want to tune in again, I'm here every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 to 10 p.m. And thank you so much for listening. God bless. This is the Mind Tuning Show, and we'll be back next week. Thank you. All right. So good night, and we'll see you the next time. Yes. Boy, time flies when you're having fun. I mean, really. I didn't even know the time was moving so fast. But yes, yes. Very, very, very nice. So I don't want no dead air. So I'm just saying I'm just excited about Brooklyn Station and King and Queen Radio. And I am so excited because this is the station to be. And you're listening to King Melvin on Mind Tuning Radio. 718-253-4239. The other number, 718-676-0820. And I'll be on the air again next Tuesday. Stay tuned because we have the next program coming right up right after this. So I just want you to know, stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Stay right there.
All right. How's everybody feeling? I know y'all got to hear King Melvin, and the King has arrived, and the King show was just in the nick of time. See, around this time, you see how everything is going all crazy and hectic. You got shows with almost no substance. So to encounter a show with nothing but substance, wisdom, knowledge, and education from the King Melvin himself, I mean, y'all should just be granted. Y'all should just be happy. It's an honor. Am I right? I know that's right. I know that's right. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'd like to let y'all know it is 10:07 and you are now entering past the seventh heaven. You are now entering the world of Gatsby Debonair, the Gatsby Debonair, Gazbe, Death on Air. And I'm stronger than liquor that you call Everclear. Now, I'd like to welcome all y'all to the show, all the fans and the wonderful people of King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station, WVIP 93.5 FM. For y'all that's now tuning in, please, please, I suggest and I profess that you shout this station out to all your people. Everybody that you want to be tuning in, I suggest, I chant, I salute y'all shouting out and telling them to tune in to KingandQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com directly if y'all want to tune in and if y'all want to enjoy the website and view everything that y'all get to see from even the merchandise. Come on, man. Y'all can basically live on the website like y'all live on Facebook. Again, that's KingandQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com. And right now, we are on Brooklyn Station where y'all listening to right now, live and direct to the incredible, the king, the wisdom, the elemental of all five elements, the MC, Gatsby Debonair. You heard? Now, I know it's been a while since y'all heard me. Welcome back, right? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Shout out to all y'all listeners. Shout out to everybody. I just want to start off with saying, damn, it's such a lovely ass day. It's a lovely day. I was outside to the break of dawn. I didn't even waste no time. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody was outside early, early. How many of y'all was on y'all waking day? Huh? I bet all y'all was. Huh? How many of y'all went to an early workout? I know all of y'all did. I know all of y'all did. Mentally, emotionally, even with the food. How many of y'all was cooking up y'all plates this morning? Anxious to step outside. He was like, what? I'm 81 degrees this morning? Dew point with the humidity out this morning? Oh, what? Then you heard on the news that they said it's about to rain like probably 6, 7. So it's like, okay, take your time to enjoy as much of your time today, but then we're gonna have to all rush back. Whatever we're gonna do, change up, change up, change up. But now, here we are. The rain settled. It's 10:10 p.m. In the next hour, it's gonna be 11:11. So everybody, I'm gonna need y'all to start prepping that one wish that y'all been hoping for. It's about that time. Now, I would like to give some information out. For those people that want to call in, the number is 718-253-4239. Again, if y'all want to call in to answer anything that y'all want being called in, phone number is 718-253-4239. You heard? You heard? say, if anybody is looking to market or promote anything, you contact Christina McCarthy or you reach out to moi because that's, teamwork make the dream work. You know what I'm saying? If one is too busy, you hit the other one up. So you hit up the guys be debonair. So for those that's ready and anxious for any type of parade, we got a summit parade coming up next month. And I know y'all excited because I'm excited. You feel me? I'm gonna be up in the city on that float, vibing. I'm definitely gonna try and sneak my song on this radio tip on that float. You know how I'm riding. You know how I'm riding. Yeah. But I'm also gonna throw a surprise performance. It's not surprise, I just told y'all. See, that's me. I'm bad with surprise. I can't even get a shorty I'm dealing with. I can't surprise them because y'all women are bad with taking surprises. In this day and age, I can't get y'all some surprise. With me, I'm different. Y'all gonna mess around and have me like, yo, listen, you was doing this, that, and the third. I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? But you was so you was, you know what I mean? Time wasn't going, so this is what it was. I had a surprise for you. I'm still in the whole thing right there. You know what I mean? You gonna ask me why you even told you surprise anyway? I'll be like, yo, listen, I tried. Now you just gonna find out, discover the effort I put in. That's gonna be a surprise for you. Now, that's a surprise for you. Here you go. You know what I mean? I'm back surprise. I'm not a good surprise. How many of you feel like where y'all at right now is not where y'all wanted to be? I'll get that in a second for the same thing to y'all. Okay? I'll give you a second right now. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. So apparently, hold on. So apparently, I got somebody on my phone. She's a very, very special artist and all that, but I'm not going to spoil shit. You know what I'm saying? Because hold on, I don't even got. I just picked up the phone, but I didn't press these. I feel weak right now. I feel weak right now. LT done while I'm breaking this down. Y'all see me live, so anybody who can't hear me, y'all gonna hear me, but y'all ain't gonna hear me yet. All right? Just hold on. Hello? Hey Queen, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You know how I'm rocking. You know how I'm rocking. You know what I'm about to do? Because since you called, I'm gonna send you the number to the radio station. You ready for that? Oh yeah, oh yeah. For those that's not even in tune with what's going on right now, I'm speaking to a very special artist who's also a very special friend. And she's about to call into this station for y'all to even know about her voice in the first place, you heard? But before I do that, now I'm about to bust y'all head because y'all see me live. So the people that's hearing me with strictly on the radio, y'all about to just hear me walk and place my whole other camera or set it up live for me to, you know what I mean? Because I got a podcast. Y'all know that. In the know with Gabby Debonair. So we're going to have a little inception moment going on. So it's the debut of my first radio show, but this is also the second season, little pitch, sneak peek of the In the Know podcast. How about that? How about that? Oh, you like what I'm doing? See, this is how God works. See now. Yeah, it's definitely the premiere right now, live and direct. You hear it? Yeah. I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate that. All right, perfect. And now the whole radio can hear your voice, for real. All right. So, those that are actually getting ready to hear an upcoming phone call, all right, so it's quicker than I explained to y'all. All right, you heard? So, now you're listening live and direct on radio with Gas B, Debonair, D, Woman Truly. How you feeling, Queen?
I'm doing good tonight. How you doing, Brethren James?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. You know, we live and direct at the radio station, the best one to be, the Heart of Flatbush, Kingpin Radio, Brooklyn Station, WVIP 92.5. How was your day?
You know what? It's a very swift day. It was really calm. I'm glad I was able to call you back, bro. I just got out of the Zoom meeting. Have to make sure I go to bed before 10:30. Commit to my circadian rhythm. That's so significant. I just wanted to call, support you, to say I'm proud of you. You're my Brethren King. Thank you for even reaching out to me. And I'm grateful that I called you on time before I hit these sheets. You feel me? It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. Boo. I appreciate you, Queen. We've been through the thick of it for a long road on this creative journey.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, man, it's all about love and longevity. You already know what it is. It's all about good vibes, unity, fellowship. You definitely my friend. We go way back. And then we grow. We evolving on this path in a way that is definitely for the book and definitely history is in the making. So I'm grateful for the way that we all evolving in our communities right now, bit by bit, awakening, finding more ways to take accountability of ourselves, to execute with clarity and intention, to walk forward in righteousness within our purpose, and to even seek purpose to heal our child traumas, to heal ourselves, you feel me? Because ain't nobody gonna save us. So we gotta be willing to do the work ourselves. So I already know that's most likely why you wanna get me on here, because you know I'm always talking on this shit. You know I'm always talking it's like
yeah. you call me. You see fans, you see audience. She knows me well. She knows that we having the best conversations spiritually, mentally, and we be helping each other grow. Now, for those who don't know, she's an amazing singer, artist. Would you like to say your name proudly, Queen?
Okay, I mean, matter of fact, why don't you say it to me? Let me see how you introduce me, bro. Yeah, I'm stay humble with it. let the people get to know me. You know what I'm saying? Because got a lot of stuff that's about to, hit the streets. I want to let it talk for itself. You feel me? It's just offering.
See, she's mad humble. She's mad humble. Her journey took her through a lot more humility than me. You know what I mean? She has a lot more humility than me. I'll tell you right now. Look at me. You see how my energy give it. I don't look this humble, right? You know what I mean? But look, I'll tell you right now. Listening on the phone. This call in is from a queen that y'all about to know worldwide. Because people already worldwide know her. And this queen go by Indigo Prodigy. You heard? So when y'all hear that name, Indigo Prodigy, just remember, not where you first heard it, because this is where you heard it again. Y'all been heard of. You guys didn't know it. Now I'm gonna let y'all know from the time that I ever met her music has only grown. Her sound has only gotten more pitch perfect. So when I tell you I'm hyped, when y'all get to hear her, I'm hyped. Also, I'm gonna just say, yo, what's up with the track that we had worked on that logo? We worked on the track and that shit, yo.
Yeah, you know how that goes. I definitely like to make sure everything is within alignment. Gotta make sure you like listening if you really want to win. So around that year, we had a lot of loss, like saying what happened to COVID, loss in the family. And especially during the winter, that's the time to rest and really make sure you line the cards. And like, everything was in due alignment. We'll see what's in divine timing. That's definitely what I'm about. Making sure everything's within divine timing. So right now, I guess the main thing I would want to highlight is definitely like for us to keep an eye out just for all of our growth in general, for your growth, for my growth. I mean, my name in the book Prodigy is pretty unique, so you might just see it on a billboard or hear it somewhere and say you ain't good from me, but you heard it from me. And you my man, you my brother and king, so you got my number. So you never know. People never know when they gonna get down from us. You feel me?
We was just letting it be creeped in right now. We gonna sneak it out when we sneak it out. We just keep it. We gonna keep it hot. But also, I want to say shout out to Israel. No, it's his birthday. Wait, it's his birthday. Just want to make sure it's past 12. You know what I mean? Well, happy birthday to you. You know what I mean?
All right, thank you.
You gotta keep that going. I know today was lit. It was a hot ass 81 degrees, so I know that birthday was lit. You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely. I'm glad that we was able to chop it up though. I definitely gotta go. You remember I said I gotta go to sleep before 10:30. Gotta get up early, 4:30. I encourage everybody to try to get up early too. The early bird gets to worm. And I'm gonna talk to you soon, bro.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful night.
Alright, have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful night, New York City.
Oh. Alright, y'all heard that first. You know what I mean? Now, I would like to talk about some good food. So I stumbled across some good spots with some good food. Now, I'm not gonna really say too much. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say some Thai food, some good ass Thai food. Go some good Thai food. Good stop on Church Ave. You see what you gonna find there. You know what I mean? From Kensington to the Flatbush area, you are definitely guaranteed some good Thai food. Now, if you want some good seafood, I mean, I'm gonna need some people to let me know because some of the spots shut down. Like I don't like that. They not open all the time. Now I'm ready to be eating some seafood. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to say too much, but you got Brooklyn lobsters. That's just what's up. I need to match our timing a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? They got some good ass food there. You got Hook and Reel, but y'all just put me on the Hook and Reel. You know what I'm saying? It's been there for a while. Y'all just put me on to it. I mean, Crab Jour is like not the one right now. I never could find one over there at this moment. But shout out to that. You know what I mean? They was hooking people up during COVID when it was really into the pandemic. So shout out to them spots. I'm also say shout out shout out to where we are tuned in live at where you know us best at kingqueenradio.com, brookenstation.com. You are also want to say a long shout out because it wouldn't be like this if not for WVIP 93.5 FM, home of the exact station that you love so much, King Queen Radio, brookenstation.com, kingqueenradio.com. Now, what I would like to also say for people that want to check out some of the merchandise like some African gear and whatnot, it's on kingqueenradio.com. There's a page that says merchandise. You click it, boop, and you see a whole plethora. You got a plethora of some stuff there. You got music, you got beats, you got the dopest leather jacket that you could ever see since what? Spike Lee joints. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to shout that out one more time because you know that needs to be said. It definitely needs to be said. It needs to be shown. Needs to be acknowledged. We got merchandise. We got gear. You know what I mean? So now I want to say I'm gonna say two things, right? When it comes to being important to oneself, it's all about self love. So when you put importance to yourself in terms of self-love, that's called focus. Okay? When you want to veer yourself away from distractions, that's called focus. When you want to focus on the determinated goals that you have for yourself, that's called drive. When you keep pushing, that's the drive. I just want to let that be known ahead of time. Oh, and for those who like examples of self-love, feel me? Look, I look like a model, beautiful, handsome. You understand? Now I had dreads for like over a decade, so I know I look different, brand new, right? Last year y'all saw me, even before the first season, my No podcast, in the presence of where we at now, KidQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com. Do you understand that? I had the dreads long, so long. I didn't even realize I did them. I unlocked my joints myself. It took me a week and a day. Now it was frightening for one reason. I'm on my third day and I'm on like my fourth dread, unlocking this fourth dread, and I'm hearing a caption that played as a reel on IG, and it says, "Man, this is a podcast." So shout out to 85 South Show because apparently that was the one. Yup, that was the one. So that man was like, yo, he asked his DJ to back, yo, how long it took you to get your drugs done to get them unlocked? He said it took him 3 months. I'm hearing this while I'm taking off my third dread. And I'm on my third day. I said, oh, that's crazy. My brain never snapped into some grind time drive with my goal so fast. When I tell you focus is in set, focus is in set. Hurting my own neck and back. I barely slept for 3 of them days straight just to make sure I'm not sitting there for a whole 3 months, a whole month. Nah, I got a lot of work to do. I got people that love to see me. I got people that miss me. They trying to see the face. You know what I mean? I got IG. They trying to see the face. I got the radio fix. They trying to see my face. So about presence, I'm a little crazy. This is beautiful. This is black beauty. This is natural. This is letting it flow. Just like my dreads, everything's natural. We can shut it down. No profile. Even if you have a book of face, you still can't see the profile. You can't see the pro catch step in my pro style. I'm sorry, this is just sometimes how I get down when I freestyle. Sometimes I get random in it. It just hits. It fits like an enzyme or a key into an ignition. I mean, I'm on this bigger picture. It's a lot of wishes, a lot of wells, a lot of goodness. I got a good vibe, and I love everybody that's actually still so dead. Shout out to everybody living. That's what I like to hear. So now let's get into this current event. So apparently there was a mass shooting that was happening in Brooklyn just yesterday, right there on my sunset. Apparently, black male came into the train, to the N train by Kings Highway, took it to about 36th Street, where he ended up shooting 10 people. And in the midst of shooting 10 people, causing another 10 or 13 people to be injured due to being trampled on or in the panic. And I'm just here hearing shit like this. My bad. I'm hearing ish like this. Yeah, just deal with me for a while. So debut, first time jitters, first time jitters. You know how you ever heard that reference from Rick and Morty? That's what I paid for. But yeah, so apparently in the midst of all of this, the police are trying to dig in and investigate what was happening, and they surmised all of that from by the end of the day, basically. Now today, the mass shooter popped up, and today. I've been looking for y'all. Been waiting on y'all the whole time. And what do you feel is crazy? The fact that all of this happened, the fact that someone really thought that this was normal. Which part is it for you? Because I wouldn't be able to tell you nothing about how to react. I could tell you how I would react. I would ask myself, what the, you know what I mean? 'Cause just wake up and see some shit like that, like nah. That's crazy. I pray and have long prayers for all that was harmed in that incident. I pray all y'all have a safe and beautiful recovery. And honestly, I just really hope that this city gets back on its feet to where we don't have to go through any of this. Because it's getting crazier than it was in the 90s or the 80s when we cracked it. It's crazier right now. And there's no, what's really the excuse at this point? Is it going to be, oh, it's a COVID shot? And you know, that's a joke. That's a joke that normally runs around. It's not. Don't listen to that or nothing like that. They're not going to be able to say it's, oh, it's these kids and it's mental health. There's a lot of things that, you know, pertain into the elements of mental health. But that's something nobody wants to talk about. So before I even dig into that, right, I'll just, you know, keep it cool, keep it funky, keep it cool, and I'm gonna just, you know, let some music tune y'all out for a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know how to make y'all feel on it though, but I'll say this, right? If for any reason, you were to feel like that mental health is taking a toll on you, please contact anybody that's willing to help. Right now, right now, right now, right now, right now, right now. It can make a hit, real shit. You the truth, make a real shit. I'm not a struggle, but they talking shit. Don't feel good this shit, just hang the shit. Overtrack the shit, no shit, that's it. I don't care, no, stay up the shit. We'll be thinking that's it, and this shit now. Chasing the cool, getting the struggle, cool now. I'm the people who are making rich, cool now. Get trained up the head with the shit, fucking bitch, cool now. Listen, cool now. Listen, rich for others, cool now. Having money, can't have the bank account, cool now. Can't buy your cars, different things, take the clothes, cool now. Kicking the fuck nigga, cool now. Heard you see this to kill cool now. Apparently, they used to do shit like this life, but you mentally be this is all of cool now. Heard Scoopy's is getting the cool right now. LOL, me just texting and talking now. Put the fucking sack about me, making money right now. In different ways right now. Before I was one way, now it's like this now. That's how it is now. She say she like how I feel now. I'm doing it, but I was forcing but I don't know. I heard that sometimes for right now. Shooting me right now. People for right now. Sitting for most right now. About changing, first changing up. Every that's different now. Big time, IG, Snapchat, phone now. She plays now. Trouble, she different now. No, not my fault now. Double pussy and me now. She a flirt now. I'm doing flirt now. Shoot the shot, quick, kill now. She found out now. I got money now. I know she got no money now. I'm supporting everything now. Fuck with me now. On my bed now. I'm doing this fuck now. Tight now. Before I came, I was looking tight now. I ain't doing that now. When I was broke out, I was so blocked and shorty want that dog, this now. how I fucking live now. That's how it is now. That's the way it's coming. I just got this back up, something out. I got for me, and myself. Oh shit, now I'm about to be let these niggas run this thing now. All the same shit. For these I've been looking shorty now. For the same shit, for a rich bitch, now they make now. I just put a big ass on for nothing but some stuff. I put together, they walk and they walk through the world now. I ain't pulling up the now. Now I do the way now. I ain't expecting that, but who gives respect to how I'm now. I'm fucking enough for this bitch and tell them to face it. Right now, fucking go be thinking I'm really down for my time. I'm proud, nigga, rocking the back and count down. I'm bragging, talking out, they thinking niggas probably now. I'm like to take my niggas, we gon' niggas now.
Now, y'all hear what's on that topic, right? Y'all hear that? That's all about finessing the game. That's all about overcoming anything trying to slow your roll, slow your pace. That comes from you living in the right now, not into the future, not to your past. It's living in the right now. This is that I'm off face. I'm going on this for a race. It's that finish line, all gas, no brakes. It's that living for the better, self-love, self-help, self-wealth, self-mental, elemental elevation. This is website good music, chill, and good content and substance of what the theme is. This is bettering yourself and saying forget all that that's not bettering you. From your surroundings, the product of your environment, which you are a product of your environment. You, your soul, your body, your mind, your words, how you carry yourself is the product of your environment. Your surroundings isn't the product of your environment because you are not the product of your environment. You are almost a representation of your environment, but you are the product. I'm the product. You are the walking business. I'm the walking business. You get what I'm saying? So that whole mindset is a little twisted. It's a little confused, right? I just want to be able to break that down and make that clear. When they trying to say you're a product of your environment and all that, that's just a slave mentality that's just being placed on you, on your securities, on your confidence, on the truth that is you, which that is not you. Okay? So that's just something I wanna break down. So all that you heard, that's people that's claiming to be a product of their environment. And they imitate everything going on. And they thinking this is cool. When this is a quote. This is a quote I'm gonna say for y'all, right? This is a very important quote. I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna just say it one time. Feel me? For those live, listening live, watching live, I'm gonna say this one important quote. This quote is, a person is smart. People are stupid. So what that means is a person individually by himself, by herself, they have their own opinions, their own statements, their own facts, their own judgments, their own mindset, their own state and where they will stand on their own priorities, their own subjectives, their own objectives, their own perspectives. And they'll stand strong on it. Put them around another two people or three people or just a room full of people and they say something opposite of them and they will quickly fall into exactly what's being said. It's called conformity. So that's something that people don't realize. That's why when I say a person is smart, but people are stupid, it's because of that. So it's almost the same thing as watching your environment in the company you keep. Excuse me. Excuse me. One thing that y'all gonna be know that's worldwide to be known about me, yeah, I'll be burping. So I'm not controllable, but
I do handle mine totally. Now, I'll be saying this one time only. That's how true it is because it rhymes. Now, a person is smart, people are stupid. The company you keep is sometimes a company you keep, but it's not always a company you keep. Sometimes you actually have a company that you keep to remind you of who exactly not to have company to keep. Sometimes you have people in your circle to remind you that you shouldn't be in their position and they shouldn't be in your position. And y'all shouldn't be in that position. And it helps you drive your ass to get to that next goal, to work harder, fix that goal, fix all that you need to change yourself into. Because these people will sometimes remind you of what you wish to not be, or what you wish to be, or what you don't want for your future, or your child's future. So you rather fix it now than later. That's what I'm trying to say. It could be, it could feel bad, it could feel good. Depends on how you view it and how you view your life and how you view your choices and how you view your mistakes. This is one thing that every human has had. You ran from a problem. Psychologically, the maximum time that even your energy will spare within your body, your soul, and spirit to run from a problem before you face it head on is 7 years. 7.5 if you really drag it. But that's the maximum. It's within those years you will eventually stop running from the problem and face it head on. That's just something I wanted to throw out to y'all. I also wanted to let y'all know, yo, please, if y'all don't want your music played live on air, look, I'm the DJ right now. This is my show. I can play what I'm spinning. Hey, I'm cheat coding right now. It's my music, so let me rock. Y'all just enjoy this the Gazzy time, you are? Yeah, alright? So yeah, but if y'all have some songs that y'all wanted to suggest, it's already been on the radio and it's licensed. I can make that spit right here, you know what I'm saying? Call that in, I can make that happen. You are? Alright, cool. I'll also let y'all know those artists that actually do have y'all songs, you know what I mean, properly in with the works, you know what I'm saying? You always call Christine or me, you know what I mean? And we make that shit happen. We make that happen. You know, my job is to make sure that the owner is stress free as much as possible. Word, I got too much skill set with this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on the part of the team here at King Queen Radio Station, Afro Station. You heard? Because honestly, like it takes a lot. You heard? So shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's left out. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I know I got some more tunes for y'all. And I think I'm gonna start off with just letting this play. You feel me? I don't wanna do too much. Say too much, my friend. But I hope y'all get to enjoy for the while. Go ahead, bro. I can imagine how this feels. Did y'all think it gets like this? I got niggas taking to a school like that. I got society was not to take a flag from me, yeah. How you gonna hold it? I remember not letting the penny, yeah. Now I'm to bring it back, shaking penny, yeah. And I'm probably the right from the sand, now I'm fighting to the rain, now I'm fucking right, yeah. I'm just we love squad that came up with the women both like with the ranges. And they look at the strangers. Got my bullets beat age out of strangers. From elementary, this I graduation. This a celebration. I can't chuck it up on my nation. Push up, from Brooklyn over school, hop on into the crew. Yeah, I remember when there was no action. We talk about it. Let's make a we make it pretty fun. Cause it was only one song away, you know how the world takes it back. It was not time we lost, okay, that really is from Georgia to Coast from NY to LA, all the women say, all the women say, wait, but they come, all you niggas get no big mind, I've been this place. We are the put it on the phone, get around, folks, let's fight in the brand new. Not giving up, I'll get to ain't no matter if I've been cities for the day, black out tomorrow, pro shit, small game, food culture, top culture, diggy and cosmo, big baby, it's good to live, finally on time, I'm all done, rock, getting pop, your people hating, if you talk about getting hard, how we make the line, whether or not, I'm just outside, the same up and down, but I still get paid, okay, how you look like, nigga, I'm made it. I remember when there was no option. We talk about it. Nigga, we make it pretty fun. Cause it was only one song away, you know how the world take it back. But that's how we look, okay, that's how we get. I'm really found by calendar, need a fire back. Mother nigga came on, I'm the best to get that boy out. I'm the best, they should rip shit, I was so rich. My gang was the best shit, just no practice. Ain't on my best shit, grip shit, block shit, bitch shit. I was getting constant, we made it. Ain't pulled up, high, but nigga, we made it. They gon' get it right. I was coming, think we made it. I'm the black boy, street, I'm the best, yeah, I'm on the top. I know God, money made it hard to take. You know how we run, just like we are home by the street. There's girls that are paying and do hard, take your same trips. You already know, girls that make us be no longer safe. The more we make, the more we make, and everything we take. I remember when there was no option. We talk about it. And nigga, we make it pretty fun. Cause it was only one song away, you know how the world take it back. But that's how we look, okay, that's how we get. Now we goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Melanin King. Melanin Queen. Goodness gracious. It's been a good Friday so far. You know why? Because I'm already ahead of the day. I'm already ahead of the day. You hear me? Everything is up. Everything is up. Everything is up. All right? So I need everybody to get ready for the Friday, because Friday night is where everything's gonna be a different type of lifestyle. I know y'all definitely excited for Friday. Nobody wants to go to work. I know y'all who's tired of work right now, y'all don't want to go. But it's cool. Y'all gonna say, forget it, I'm still go. You know what I mean? All those people I need to shout out. I'm gonna do this right at this moment. So I'm gonna shout out all the municipal workers. I'm gonna shout out all the healthcare workers. I'm gonna shout out all the nurses, all the doctors that's been helping and healing all these patients, saving all these lives, and getting a little brief break off dancing. Word. Go ahead. Shake it on. Shake it on. You know what I'm saying? I just want to shout out also, thank the stock market. Right? Just thank the stock market. Did your money feel right? 'Cause, you know, that's it, right? I just want to shout out everybody that love their families. Shout out to everybody that got the supporting families. Y'all know y'all the ones holding it up. Y'all like moving like the Rockefeller, so keep it in the tuck. Don't say much, okay? I also want to shout out Wu-Tang Clan, you know what I mean? It's been a long journey. Much love, much love, much love. I also want to shout out a lot of people. Too much to kind of name, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shout out my peoples on U side. I'm gonna shout out my peoples on AG side. Shout out my peoples on H side. Shout out my people by the C side. Shout out to my peoples downtown. Shout out to my peoples in the city. Shout out to my peoples in the burbs. Shout out to my peoples over here. Shout out to my peoples. Yeah, I'm at down south. That was. You know what I mean? Like Jamie right there. You know what I mean? I want to shout out all the hip hop. Cause ain't no way I'm here. It ain't for the journey of hip hop. It ain't for the life of hip hop. It ain't for the culture of hip hop. I am that culture. I'm born that culture. You see my skin? That's my culture right there. You gotta chill. We know about poverty. We know about struggle. We know about pain. We know about revelation. We know about bringing joy through all of that. We know about the hardships. We know the great shits. You heard? And we getting a lot more into it. The future is more than here. You know what I mean? I also want to shout out all my folks. They know exactly who they are, especially Hope. Man, that's my number one. That's the ace. That's the A1 source. If I need to put something on any type of food to give it that extra it's Hope. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the analogy I'm using. Alright? So with that being said, I might just have to hit y'all over with another one. And honestly, I hope y'all enjoy it. Because it's all about this energy right here. Okay?
Going for everything. I already am everything. Get it? Big dreams, big lights, big words, big price, big goals, big flights, big time, biggie vibes, notorious rhymes, big rhymes, big music, big cups, big drinks, big ice, big dreams, big life, big dreams, big life, big birds, big dice, big doors, big flights, big time, biggie vibes, like the end the store, smoking gelato. That's when I popped out the Tahoe. I look like a model without the gold bottles. My intellect raised future role models, they want they role models and gold bottles. But goddamn, it's Pablo. I have a thrive that means swallow. I'm the leader that follow. Big thoughts, big dreams, can't wallow. Niggas hate, feel no sorrow. I'll get another bag tomorrow. So it's hard right now. It'll just swallow. Stop giving fucks, I don't value hope. I value tomorrow. That's why you don't see tomorrow. I'm a fucking new thing tomorrow. It's a hard pill for her to swallow. Double life. It's big dreams I live. It's different when we hit. Different when she hit. But the money real clear. That's the agenda right there. So focus, y'all. The money over nothing. Amazing, the poor excellence. Luxury filled diamonds. Gold flakes touching my eyes. Started drinking right. Smoking better. Top price. I got killed with top flight. I'm a top man. I just serve this like a big dream, bitch. Big life, big drugs, big price, big goals, big flights, big time, big vibes, notorious rhymes, big rhymes, big music, big cups, big trips, big ice, big dreams, big life. I'm a boss. I go to boss, got rap, no middleman, it's a class. You can Forget nothing, forget who you fucking playing. I got to stab the shit on my face. Fuck queens, or million, no in between. And big minds, get the light, I'm living big dreams, bitch.
It's about big dreams, big life, big mind state, big everything. So that's for the world to enjoy. So I'm about to let y'all know it's about that time. You feel me? I just had to give y'all this one premiere. You know what I mean? You in the world with Gatsby Debonair, stronger than the liquor you drink ever clear. And I'll just let you know I'm coming back with a new show. And I can't wait for y'all to see the new season of that podcast. You know what I mean? Straight in the best place to be at, KingandQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com, WVIP 93.5. And for those who want to get in tune with Sister Dubon, I tell you, you come through 752 Flatbush, you will get what you are looking for in terms of those readings. You want to know what you want to see for your future. You want to know what's going on in your relationship or love life. You can always hit up Sister Dubon. You can go on SisterDubon.com. Say that. Oh, you didn't know that. Oh, I just had to remind y'all. Also, don't forget, KingandQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com for all the music. You want to make us requests or songs, you can definitely do it through there too. You could also listen to all the music 24/7 on those sites. You can download the apps, Brooklyn Station Radio on Apple, Android. You can download King and Queen Radio on Android, Apple. You heard? Don't worry about it. Everywhere we at, you can find us at. We got you. We love you. Welcome. Again, I am the Gatsby Debonair, and I'm gonna just close out with y'all enjoying back end. It's my goodbye, you heard? So this is that episode.
Living on hope, till you comfortable. You with the one head lady right now, cause they swallows on my windows. Get to you, I'm looking at how I fall. 101 game session. You can get pussy, everyone is amazing. I'm like God, so I know I'm getting listening to me. I'll talk myself, I'm talk about me, you know me. Niggas is scared, that house, they crush to me. On the dog, radio, is straight me. I'm full of my video, hit me. Tell me business, better let the check so season. Pick up bags and go back in, not stop and go. Money got remember me. My cash flow, be a day out, I be jumping the house. The night smell like I remember my first ignition. I remember like the back from the beginning. Taking math of myself from the studio. I remember back then, I fast enough, take back face. Back in back up, like I'm at one damn page. And you're fucking up and I'm not with that man page. Running in, run that down, run that back. In the corner, in the block, with that back end. Run it in, run it out, with that back end. Run it out, run it back, with that back end. Break out that back end. Come on. In the corner, in the block, with that back end. Run it in, run it out, with that back end. Run it out, run it back, with that back end. Break out that, with that back end. Break out that, with that back end. Yeah, what's back there? Catch you distracted, search out the back end. I'm on the back end. I keep no back end. Just from the page, I'm on fresh contact. Every show, no smoke, sticking high contact. I know, still get back. I don't know, what's tracking. Businesses with the traffic. Back then, and this was a perfection. Never perfection is not real. I do this, I don't do ordinary action. Speak like my fish, my life. I'm rich, big notes, big rich, big pictures, babe. Big pictures, big things, what's happening? I came from that backyard, now I'm back ever. To the corner, and the block, to that backyard. Running in, running out, to that backyard. Running down, running back, to that backyard. Out that backyard. To the corner, and the block, to that backyard. Running in, running out, to that backyard. Running down, running back, to that backyard. Out that backyard.